Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here. Dogfish Head, Utopias Barrel Aged Worldwide Stout. Now, I don't know why my eyes are burning. They just are. They're just being dicks today. But it was going to have to happen at some point in time, wasn't it? I wasn't buying it because of the fact that it was so goddamn expensive. But, eyes. Sleep, nap, sleep, nap. Having days off after you work like 12 in a row is fucking rough. Okay. It was like, it's $40 a 4-pack at least, depending on where you are. But I think that's kind of across the board. So, nobody's getting fucked more than the other. I guess that's kind of nice. But it's around 18%, which is lower than other worldwide stouts I've had. I'm pretty sure, which is weird because it's barrel aged in Utopias, which is 27%. Yet, whatever. I've had worldwide stout in the past a few times, and all I can say is it's a very nice overpriced imperial stout that isn't thick. It's actually a bit thin for sure. I've had way more viscous, flavorsome, amazing imperial stouts for less money than I was paying for that. So, that has to be said right there. And they were in bigger containers. You know what I mean? So, hype train bullshit. It's amazing that Dogfish Head still has the ability to charge so much for a beer. But anyway, let's not judge a book by its cover or by other past read books. This is a new book. This is Utopias Barrel Aged Worldwide Stout. Right here. So let's get into this and see what it's all about. All right. And it's not even dark black. It's see-through. You can see through it right here. It's all caramel ruby hues. I was hoping it was going to be at least jet black all the way through, deep and dark, but no, you can see through it. All right, let's get her. Cheers. Nice smell. Very nice smell. Very, very nice smell. Oh, crap on the table. Let's clean that up. Put you back. There we go. Nice smell to this. It's nice. It's roasty, toasty, chocolate, coffee, char, smoke, molasses, raisins, that kind of thing. Not full on raisin. I'm gonna stick with molasses. I'm not getting full on dark fruits, but I am getting a twinge of that kind of just brown sugar, the brown sugar quality, the molasses. I almost get a little of soft pipe tobacco. Want to say dark fruit, but I'm going to hold back on the dark fruit just a little bit. Burnt caramels. It honestly smells more barrel aged as far as bourbon goes than that. I mean, because Utopias has a little bit more dark fruits and stuff in it as far as I know. So, but let us get in. Cheers. Bit thin. Still. Burn. Yes. Burn. Disco Inferno kind of burn, if you know what I mean. That thing. I'd say high side of a medium, me personally. Nice oiliness. I would say high side, medium. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's medium full. Bull fucking shit. I'll give it a low full just so people don't fucking freak out. We'll go low full. But it's more high side medium. There's a nice, it's carbonated. It's got a nice carbonation to it. There's a nice oiliness to the beer. I just remember when Worldwide Stout was something that, you know, everybody just wanted and you could never find it. It was rare and this and blah, 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 blah. And with mass market comes quantity loss or quality loss. With quantity comes quality loss. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, I mean, like right now talking, doing that, I can't tell that I just drank a, 18% barrel-aged Imperial Stout. It's not sticking around. I'm not breathing it out. It's not coating my palate. I'm still tasting it and having a great time. I'm just not. And about there, it disappears. You know what I mean? So, definitely overpriced. Definitely overhyped. Definitely don't waste your time on it if you don't need to. Buy one, don't buy a 4-pack. What a letdown. What a letdown. There's so many bigger. If you're going to spend 40 plus on a beer, let's face it, because if you get a 750 of something that cost you maybe $30, but it is going to make you almost orgasm every time you fucking drink it because it's that amazing of an Imperial Stout, so thick and disgusting and delicious and all flavors and stuff like that. Buy that, don't buy this. I'll tell you. I would pay more money for less ounces if I knew the quality was going to be more overall. Like if there was a bomber, a 22 ounce bomber of something else compared to this, and I knew the quality of both beers, I would go for the 22 ounce bomber because yeah, you get a couple more, couple more ounces, couple more boozy things, but I'm drinking it because I want to drink something that's amazing. I don't want to drink something that's just, I like the fact that it's high ABV. Don't get me wrong, we all know this. I like big boozy beers, and I'll drink probably the whole 4-pack in about 5 minutes. But I want something awesome. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. So this is not awesome. This is good. This is okay. This is an okay beer for sure. I think I liked... Which one? I'm trying to think of another barrel-aged thing I had from Dogfish I liked better. Whatever. There they are, Dogfish Head. Aren't they awesome? It's just one of those ones. I don't know. It's just boring. The nose was really good. I really did like the nose. The nose does not really translate to the taste. Char smoked caramel. Char smoked caramel. Earthy copper coin toe down in the background. Lots of ethanol alcohol booze coming through it. Not really bringing dark fruits. A little hint of coffee, those kind of things. I mean, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just not bombastic. It's not, nuanced though at the same time. Like it's 4 notes that are loud enough that you can't hear other people talk. But it's not a fucking string quartet. If you know what I mean. It's 4 notes of people talking louder that you can't hear anybody else, but it's not a string quartet. If you know what I'm saying about bombastic versus just brash, if you know what I mean. They're 4 strong notes, but they're still not interesting notes. They're just 4 people having a conversation, about some BS crap, while there's 6 other people talking underneath them about very interesting topics that you wish you would hear. You know what I mean? Like, you don't mind hearing them too, but you want to hear everybody. So it's like that. It's not Baroque music. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Yeah. And it's easy drinking. That's the thing, is like, it's going to be over soon. I'm taking my time with this. I could easily crush this without a problem. And that's the thing, is, we all know me. Yes, I like big beers, blah, 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 blah. Drink a lot too. I drink fast. I just spent $40 on a fucking 18% beer. I don't care if it comes in a 12 ounce, a bomber, a 750, a 4-pack, whatever. I want it to be like, okay, whoa, that sip was amazing. All these flavors take time. Like, oh, okay, let me compose myself to try to take another sip. Oh my god, and then, oh yeah, and this is just like crush, dude. You know, I could have bought a 6-pack for Narwhal for $13 and had just the greatest time to do this. And I would, you know what? 4 of those, once you get past a certain amount of drunk, you're fucking drunk. You drink a 6-pack of Narwhal, you're going to be almost just as drunk as that. Especially if you're not used to it like me. So, you know, I mean, that's... sorry, hard facts. I'm throwing some hard facts at you guys, so... Just a little bit disappointing. And yes, I have 3 more. Yay. Age as well. I'm glad. Age as well. Here, the thing is, though, it's going to age whatever sugars that are left in this, and it's going to get even thinner. And the ABV is going to go up. You know what? The ABV is high enough. But it's going to even get thinner. Because it's going to attenuate a little bit more. It's good. But I hope the dark fruits really come out, because I think that's the thing that I'm really lacking in this beer is dark fruits. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, hold. I'm back. Yes. I think the thing that is really lacking for me, I think expectation versus reality, or predetermined thoughts, or whatever. What I'm drinking right now, 1, should not be see-through, as you can clearly see. You know, I showed you it is. It should be thicker. It should be more viscous. It should be meant to be put in a barrel. And when you have a 17% beer, whatever. No rants. I'm not trying to rant. But my thing is, I really think dark fruits, like not a plethora, but just like a couple nice hints of raisins and maybe black cherry or things like that, or plum, would really raise just the drinking experience enjoyment of this beer. It would just be give it to that savory category that's supposed to be. And, you know, I think it's kind of funny because right on the bottle it does say pairs with everything, essentially. Soups, chickens, the ribbiness is in the desserts. The desserts. Well, you know what? This isn't very sweet. So I wouldn't pair it with, I mean, the number 1 rule of especially with wines, is never drink a wine that's less sweet than your dessert. So I think this would probably ruin almost, I don't like drinking and eating. I like to eat and then drink. That's me. Not saying that's you. But I could see dark chocolate going with this quite well. Dark chocolate nibbly nibbles. But like the milk chocolate, the sweeter stuff, I wouldn't drink this with this. It'd ruin it. That's just a tip. But yes, I think dark chocolates and this would go amazingly well together. As far as the other things, I would, you know what? When I make ribs at the house, I don't want anything interfering with the fact that I'm eating ribs. And this would interfere with that. Because, you know, you take the time to spice up your ribs, you don't want to ruin it with something else. But I'm a little irritated about this beer. Irritated, and I don't know. How do you say irritated yet I got exactly what I expected? If you know what I mean. Like, I got exactly what I expected out of this beer, and I'm irritated about it because I wanted something more, I guess you were going to say, but there you go. As advertised. It's not as advertised, but there you go. Anyway. So, lesson of the story. You take a beer that sells for $275 a bottle, that's 27%. You take a 4-pack that's always sold at $40 a bottle, that was used to be higher ABV. You put them together in a barrel, they come out less ABV, and yet you spend the same price or more. And when you drink it, it is lackluster. I hope you watch the end and let that sink in. For a worldwide stout in barrel aged thing, and I know the style, I know this, I know that, and I know this, and I know that, and I know this, and I know that, because the problem is you're taking away from the enjoyment of drinking a barrel aged imperial stout, blah 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 blah, that is too thin, so it's hiding the fact that it's shooting ethanol alcohols up the whole time. It's burning your chest. You're doing all this stuff. So, anyway. Every sip is predominantly booze because it's not balanced with everything that's supposed to be in it. And it's not the booze's fault, okay? It's the beer's fault. It's not the booze's fault. I've had beers that are higher than this that were no sign of alcohol. It was just drinkable as fuck because the beer balanced everything that was going on. So you didn't get a chance to go, wow, that's a lot of booze coming out of this. I can breathe it. No, because there's dark fruits hitting you in the face. There's this hitting your face, that in the face, because it was full of flavor and bombastic and big enough to handle the fucking 12-inch fucking cock it had. But no, this is this wishes it was a tripod, but it's just falling flat on its dick. I don't understand what it's trying to do. Fuck you. Ugh. And that's the end of this goddamn review because I am just in that mood. So anyway, if you have had it, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Like your opinions matter, whatever. I don't know. Just is it sad that this is my second beer of the day? And I'm like this already. This is a long stretch of work. I'm not even going to blame work on this beer. This beer has its own goddamn faults. I don't need to blame something on it. Fuck you. Fuck you, Sam. Kala, piece of shit. Fuck you. Okay. Cheers. This is Paul from PABrewNews. Watch that finger. What did I give it? Did I give it anything yet? Fuck. Probably didn't. 8. I'll give it an 8. I was gonna give it a 7.5. Solid. I actually should give it a solid. It's a solid. It's solid for what it's supposed to be. For what it's supposed to be. For the ABV. For everything it's hitting as a text boy. That's the thing that pissed me off. And here we go again. It's the thing that pissed me off about Niagara Brewing College. We went there for a tasting, and everyone was fucking gob-stopping, fucking rip-roaring about all the beer that they were tasting. It's a long time ago, actually. 2014, I think. Or earlier than that. But, yeah, it's a solid textbook beer. 7.5, solid. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, they're, so good. It's beer made from a textbook. These guys have recipes they're following. Are you fucking stupid? It's just, oh, it's one of the best beers ever. It's one of the. That's not though. Like, it's just not. It's not even made with craftsmanship. It's a fucking school. They don't go, I'll just do what I want to. I wish schools were more like that. I'd go to one because I'm a fucking idiot. But Jesus Christ, it's not like that. They were following a recipe from a textbook. And how well you can brew this beer from this textbook. It's still a fucking textbook beer. It's solid. It's a solid beer. What the fuck? And you know, and I would say if this recipe was in a book that someone brewed, this is what reading what I read in the textbook, I would expect to get this beer out of it. There would be no surprises. There would be no anything like that. And I'll go, yeah, it's this. You know, is this a barrel-aged Imperial Stout? Oh, okay. And that's this beer. Okay, there's char, there's smoke, there's a little bit of caramel, there's a little bit of there's a lot of booze coming out of this. It's a bit thin. Is it slightly barrel-aged? Oh, it is. Okay. It tastes like a barrel-aged Imperial Stout, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I'm not wowing this beer at all. This beer deserves no wows at all. I don't know if you caught that from me at all today in this review. This beer deserves 0 wows. Fuck this beer. I will never buy another thing from Dogfish Head again in general. Fuck this beer. They're 90 minutes good. They're 60 minutes drinkable. But at the same time, and they're 90 minutes. 120 minutes of fucking abortion. Basically, the whole thing is drink it when it's super fresh because that's when you enjoy hops. And everything else after there it ages like garbage. The hops turn to cardboard. You fucking idiots. And they charge more for the old ones. And people buy them because they're stupid. You fucking idiots. I had 120 minutes on a keg when it was fresh. It tastes like brandy with hops in it. It was amazing. You're done. That's the pinnacle of that beer. After that, you're just getting old hops in a fucking shitty ass beer. And the same thing's going with this. You're just getting Worldwide Stout watered down with some shit in it. And they're going to call it whatever they want to call it because you're not getting what you expect. Fuck you. The end. Goodbye. Sorry. Went along there. I mean, that's the thing with this. These beer reviews on my channel, I've noticed. You get a 4 or 5 minute beer review, it's a pretty good beer. You get a fucking 25-minute beer review, it's probably not so good. It's one of those things. If it's under 3 minutes, it was a really bad beer. If it's 3 minutes to 10 minutes, it was probably a pretty good beer. If it's 10 minutes to anything else, you're fucked. That's one of those kind of deals. Anyway, I'm just, people to each their own, good sirs and madams of the YouTube lands. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. I got 3 more things to suffer through. But, thankfully, I'm an alcoholic trooper. Cheers. And it's not bad to drink. It's just not wowy. Bye-bye. Cheers. Watch that finger. 7.5. Not... Just stop.